Alright, so this following footage is going to be my first laps on this track. The juniors went out before us and we were kind of able to gauge exactly how fast this track was. And let's just say it looks fast from the outside, but being inside the cart, it feels even faster. So, I tried to film a little intro, but the audio was bad and I ended up inside of a strawberry. So I was trying to look for the bathroom and I saw a strawberry. Anyways, we'll fast forward a little bit and we are on the D1 tires, just kind of trying to learn the track. I was hoping to figure out tire pressures a little bit, but we kind of have a problem and for a little foreshadowing. But we'll get to that, so just enjoy a couple of laps of me kind of struggling around this track and locking up the rear tires a lot, to see exactly why later. And we'll get on to the next session. The juniors are about to go, so I'm gonna sit on the side of the track and like watch where they're hitting because they're kind of fast. They're on a different tire, but it'll help me, especially since this is my first time at this track. Well, right before the session, the cart felt a little harder to push than normal, and the right rear was completely flat. So it's either there's a puncture or the wheel's not. The bead isn't set. Something's wrong with the valve stem, I don't know. Hopefully it's fixed in the next 5 minutes. So let's tap into the few of the fastest laps from this weekend. We ended up putting a D2 tire on the rear right. That's where I had the puncture. It was the only tire we had available, so we got 3 D1s and 1 D2. Thanks to the Kukuru staff, they were able to get it on pretty quickly and get me out into the session. I want to give a big thanks to them for putting on this practice session before the race. It's kind of a long haul from the track. It's only an hour, a little over an hour, but on Okinawa that's a lot. So big thanks to them. They're some of the hardest working people I know. So this dashware program is also really nice. It helps you guys kind of gauge exactly how many G-forces we're pulling through the turns. I say G-forces, but it's really like 1 to 1.5 at max. But that feels like a lot whenever you're in an uncomfortable seat. You could also see the miles per hour and kilometers per hour, which I think it just looks kind of cool. It steps up the content game a little bit. So this next lap should be my fastest of the day. You can just carry so much more speed on an actual tire through that left-hander. And here I try to apex late, stay in the middle of the track, cut back over. Middle, inside, middle-ish. Get on the gas, brake. I'm too tight on the apex there, I think. If I wash out wide, I'll get a better exit. Here you come over a crest, avoid these curves a little bit. Left, big bump. Then you're on the gas full, lift, slide, that's probably a tenth and a half right there. You need to stop sliding on the exits of turns, but yeah, that's my fastest lap from this practice. Alright, fast forward a week later, this would be the race weekend for Ikeijima. This is going to be the practice one, I believe. Yeah, because I'm just now testing out these D5 tires and they feel insane. going from the D1 tires, which are kind of like PVC pipes, to this D5 tire, which just feels like I'm on a drag strip trying to turn a car. You can kind of see I'm turning too much and just losing the rear because I was so used to the D1s just not turning. Now I'd have to crank the wheel so much just to turn the car. Now right here we are following Saito Nakasone. I'll put the @ on the screen. But this is just pretty much both of us filling out the track and filling out these brand new tires. And there's just insane amounts of grip. And I'm not sure what pressures he's using, but he's managing to slide the car. Here's a little crest. I think I lift too much and crank the wheel, so I'm just losing it. Fast forward once again to some of the faster laps. You can see on the Alfano there, we have managed to put in a 33 flat, which is a very good number. If you can remember the last practice sessions, we were doing 34s, so almost a second and a half faster already. What was this last lap? That was a sub 33, so we're in the 32.9s. So I think the tires are starting to come in. I'm kind of getting a handle on the steering inputs and just exactly how much grip these tires have. Now, I think my alignment was still kind of wonky. It could be good or bad. I think it felt all right. I'm still sliding through that last turn too much. I need to really clean that up. What was that lap? So that was another 32.9, unless the Alfano just kind of broke that lap. Now, still managing to slide. We're going to be using these tires for the sprint races and the actual main race, maybe. So I'm just kind of trying to be cognizant of that and save tires for those sessions. So here we go. We're just going to pit in and pick up loads of rocks. I think after this we had the sprint races, or no, we had a time attack and then we had 2 sprint races for before we actually had the main race on the Sunday. This would be the Saturday. We had the main race on the Sunday. So look out for that video. That's going to be uploaded after this. If you guys live on the island or you're just visiting the island, definitely feel free to stop by Kukuru and support the Okinawa Scuderia, and show some support for the Okinawa racing community. We're trying to grow it. We're trying to hold more events, especially if we can get another Ikeijima event. People from all over Japan come out, and it's just overall a really fun time, especially with the bikes and the rally demonstration and the drifting and the little raffles they had going on. It's just overall a really good time. So definitely feel free to stop by Kukuru and we can expand the Okinawa racing community. Thank you again.